Okay, we on? We're on.
Here we go.
Thank you so much for Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome to our very first Tuesday, noon central Zoom. Welcome to everyone that's here and everyone's that's out there on Facebook. I hope you're ready for the new year. I know there's been a lot going on these last couple weeks, and now it's time to make a decision and jump into 2024 if you want more, right? Okay, so anybody have any big announcements they want to throw out there? Any congratulations or just anything you guys want to share? Anybody new on the call? Just feel free. I'm going to give it just a few seconds. Anybody want to jump in? And
I didn't give everybody a heads up, so I'm just reminding my team about the call, but we've had a good amount of new partner pluses, which is really fun. That actually Julie Zilke, I think, has promoted up 3 new partner pluses this month in the month of December, which was great. So that's been a lot of fun.
yeah,
none of them are on here right now, but we'll make sure you hear from them.
Well, it's December can be kind of a sleepy month, but it doesn't have to be because you see so many people. So let's remember to talk about that late in the year next year before December hits with all the family gatherings and parties, and it's a great time to plant a whole lot of seeds.
Didn't you start in December, Mom?
I did. I started in December.
Why don't you give us a little?
Yeah, December does not have to be slow. I listened to Dr. Du Bois, and at the very end of November, I signed up and I went out in the month of December. I got 54 preferred customers. I've told that story a million times. If I had to go do it again, I guess I would if I absolutely had to. But I just talked to everybody. I shared that CD with everybody. That's what I did. I didn't do the talking. I shared the CD. So anyway, that's that story. Okay, anyone else? Welcome, Tina. Welcome to anybody else that I haven't said welcome to. Our numbers jumped, but anyway. Okay, Happy New Year. We're going to get started real quick. Julie, I'm going to ask you to come back on and share a little bit about your little treat that you're giving away for the month of January, which I'm so excited about.
You want me to do that right now?
Sure.
Cool. Okay, so there's just a group of us that are coming together. It's free and open to whomever and free for you to invite into, do yourself. And then if you want to do it, I encourage you to grab a buddy to do it with you. But we're just coming together for the month of January and doing what we're calling More in 2024. So we're focusing on establishing a new morning routine. We're reading the book Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. And in that book, he talks about how really taking control of your mornings can change your life. And he has a really powerful story of what happened to him. And he encourages that you get up 1 hour before when you normally would. And then you go through these 6 activities. It's silence, affirmations, visualization, exercise, reading, and scribing, writing. So we just have a group of, I think it's about 40 of us right now that are doing that. We do a post every single day. If you're active and engaged in the group, your name gets put in for a weekly drawing. And we're also, as a part of that, we're also doing Dry January. So some people are really excited about giving up alcohol. Others, it doesn't even affect them at all or matter to them, which is totally fine. My aunt is joining us and she is a soda-aholic. So she's giving up soda. So you could pick your own thing, whatever it is that you want to get rid of, but we're just having a great time kind of starting the year off right with purpose and intention. So it would be a great way for you to kind of help to manage and take control of your days. I just listened to a podcast this morning and he talked about really just living purposefully with our time and how so many people just waste their time. And I feel like for me, if I get up early in the morning, that's when I'm most productive. So if I could just give myself that little extra burst, I feel all day long more confident because I accomplished something early in the morning. So we've got Tina is joining us in the group, Juliet, Jessica, Jeanette. So we've got a good group of girls, Kelly in here that are in the group, and we'd love to have more. So just reach out to me, privately, or Tori, I'll add you to the group. Anybody who wants to jump in, just let me know.
And
Thank you, let me share.
it's a Facebook group. Great. And
Yes.
what's it called? So they know
It's called More in 2024.
More in 2024. Okay. I think it's excellent. It's awesome. I'm going to talk a little bit at the very end about day to day. Okay. Emily Otten, do you want to jump in real quick and talk about your area of expertise for this month of January and what you're doing and supporting and giving away?
Yeah. Okay, Tori, is there any way you can make me or give me ability to share screen? Happy 2024, everyone. You'll probably hear Olivia talking in the background. I love that we can come to these calls as is because I'm sweaty and I just got done working out. So I just love to see all these faces on here, and I am so grateful for this team. So I'm going to share my screen and share a little bit about our Healthy Living Reset.
Okay, just remind me really quickly how to do that.
If you click on the button that says share screen, and then there should be a little button that says allow everyone to share.
Okay.
Allow all.
Okay, all participants. There it is. Okay. Did that work?
Yes, thank you. Okay, so I've had a couple questions on where to find this 10-day Healthy Living Reset, which is also known as our 10-day shred, but I really want you guys to have a fresh perspective on it because there are so many new amazing resources, and I'm hoping to bring some fresh things to it as well. Okay, so you have to be inside our Healthy Living community group. So that's the first step. If you're not in this, make sure you get added. And then there is an events tab at the top. And when you click on events, you will see the Healthy Living Reset. I also made it a featured post on the Healthy Living, on the Healthy Living group on that last page. So if you click on here, you will see that we actually have, I'm kind of running like a prep week this week so people can get familiar with what these 10 days are about, what the different guidelines are. This morning I posted about how intermittent fasting is part of the program, and how you can tailor it to your lifestyle and where you're at. I'm nursing, and I'm still going to be able to do this because of just the different windows. And this 3-minute video Dr. Mitre has is incredible. So I'm actually taking this week to have all of the resources and materials posted in here. Everything is tagged on things that you need. There's an entire board that I created, kind of took some things from Campbell team and created our own board on things to have, which I'm just going to open up and show you guys that really quick. Okay, so I took this board, and this is an info guide that if you have someone interested, this is like a one-stop shop for everything that they will need to learn about our Healthy Living Reset, what it is, the guidelines. This daily detox video is a must. If you watch it, if you have watched it, I just encourage you to go back and rewatch it because it really reminds you of the powerful things that are inside this program. And then, yeah, just things they might experience. And then of course the different packages that they can choose. And then once someone says yes, there's actually a welcome guide that helps them get set up inside our Healthy Living community group. There's the shred guide, there's different recipes and grocery guides and printable trackers. I created the Shred 10 tracker, and then there's a 30-day or a 30 plant tracker, and there's a kids version as well. So there's lots of fun resources. I really just encourage you to jump in. It's not about being perfect. It's just about progress. So I am super excited about it. If you guys have any testimonies from your shred, whether it was from 5 years ago or 5 months ago, I would love to add some testimonies to this folder. So please send me a private Voxer so that I can add it into this board. And yeah, this is a board that you can share with anyone. It's a really awesome resource. And once you're in this event page, you can invite people in, but I've had some feedback like, hey, I can't get my person added. They have to be a part of the Healthy Living community group first, and then you can add them into this Healthy Living Reset. So I encourage you guys to join me. It looks like 35 people are joining us. Like I said, it's not about being perfect. It's just about maybe picking a few of the guidelines and sticking to it. And I'm hoping to bring some really awesome, fresh content in the group. So I'm super excited.
That's absolutely amazing. People pay thousands of dollars, right, to be a part of a special group and to learn the things, you know, all the cutting edge stuff that Emily has went and searched out and put together. So thank you so much, Julie, for leading up the Miracle Morning and the dry January, whatever that looks like to you. Like she said, her aunt's taking away soda. And then of course, thank you, Emily, for heading up our what is it called again? Instead of a 10-day shred?
I'm just calling it our 10-day healthy living reset.
Healthy Living Reset. I love it. And it starts January 8th.
Yep, next Monday. So get your people added. It's not too late to join, and I'm super excited about it.
Yeah, no kidding. That's awesome. Okay. Anything else? Anybody want to comment? Question? Okay, because we're going to get started. All right. So Emma, I'm just going to have you jump in real quick. Emma Thomas. She is a new leader on our team. She was invited to the leadership Florida trip, and I'm going to have her speak just for a second about what we studied at that leadership gathering. We were going over a book. We're just beginning to dive into this awesome book called The Secrets of the Millionaire Mindset. And I'm just going to let Emma talk first. So Emma, share just your thoughts on the whole
Sure.
concept.
Oh yeah, it was wonderful. I'm so excited we're going to do that this month. What stood out to me in this millionaire mindset is our history of our money blueprint, like how our brains have been trained to think about money and just how we've been raised. It could be like our parents could have had a really good handle on money, or grandparents, or not, and it's just ingrained in our brains. And in my situation, not having a millionaire mindset, and I can see that in my day-to-day life. So just retraining my brain to have that kind of like, okay, no, God made us for affluence. He made us for abundance. And this is just such a great tool to walk you through it. I loved how after every little bit, he'd have you stand up. We watched the video and he'd have you high five the person next to you and say, I have a millionaire mind. And it's just so fun. It's not just some like woo woo, you're going to, say, oh my gosh, I have $1 million and poof, there it is. No, it takes work. But if you continue to put it in the front of your brain and you're thinking about this and planning for it, and then it will, like, you'll be given the opportunities and the steps to take. And wow, do we have that with this company? It's just the perfect pair to pair with the Juice Plus company. I'm really excited because I watched it. I was so on fire, and then I forgot. So it's something we have to continually like renew our minds about this. But anyway, I think that the blueprint of our money mind, is really powerful. And I have my little man, so sorry about the loud noise.
I love it. We love it. We love little guys. So I think it's something that nobody had even mentioned to me. Like, what is your money blueprint? What is your money blueprint? And again, it is how you were raised. It's how you were taught and what you were taught about money. So think about who taught you about money. Where did you get your ideas about money? And what examples in your life, sort of like the rich dad, poor dad. He had one dad, his real dad, biological dad, was very educated, but still living paycheck to paycheck, even though he was a superintendent of the schools on his island in Hawaii. And then one of his best friends, dad, was an entrepreneur, and he had a completely different money mindset. He was not educated, but he was extremely wealthy. And so Robert Kiyosaki learned from both. And that's why he's got these amazing books, #1 bestseller worldwide, written in 20 different languages. But that is not the book we're studying. That's Rich Dad, Poor Dad. But the book that I am going to be sharing this month is called The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker. And what he says is, perfect example is a lottery winner. Okay. If they win the lottery, how many times have you heard that they had millions of dollars and now they're broke again, filing for bankruptcy? And he claims it is their mindset. It makes perfect sense. All this is very logical to me, or I would not be teaching it. But they gain all this money, but their life and what they've been taught about money in the past, and the way what their container in their brain thinks about money and how much money they think they're worth did not grow overnight when they won the lottery overnight. And so what happens is, the one thing someone cannot take away from you, right, is your mindset and your, education. So if they do not grow and change to accept the money that they've won, and they keep doing the same thing that they used to do when they were broke or just getting by, they will wind up back to where they were, just getting by. And so I just think it's this whole concept of being able to grow your money mindset, change your blueprint, tweak your blueprint. And what does that do? What is that good for? So I'm going to go over some of the benefits of changing your mindset. Okay, so you see opportunities instead of roadblocks. Very basic. This is not, I'm just going to visualize money, right? You also, when you change your mindset, you realize that every financial situation is fixable. You see the value in asking for help. How many people struggle with asking for help? Show of hands. So I know you're paying attention out there. Asking for help. Who has trouble? I'm number one. When we change our mindset, we can accept that small steps will add us to progress. We focus on opportunities instead of focusing on what's wrong. And this can apply in all kinds of areas. We can also determine our actions and our results when managing our money. So I have a few questions that I want you to ask yourself. I'm going to go through these quickly. He also has a list of declarations that we're not going to go over today, but I will get you guys those list of declarations. So I want you to think about yourself. Okay, so everything has an opposing side. So you can't have a right without a left. Okay, you can't have slow without fast. You can't have light without dark. You can't have up without down, right? So when we talk about our mindset, that is what shows the fruit on the outside. So inside our mind, we consider that the roots, and then what we have on the outside, what we give, our personality, our character, our income, is the fruit of what's inside of our mind. So even though maybe we can't get a grasp on how that's connected, it is. If you were, what we have on the outside is a result of what we're thinking on the inside. Okay, so here's some questions you can ask yourself. Who are you? What are your beliefs? What are your habits? What are your traits? What do you feel about yourself? How confident are you in yourself? And how do you relate to others? Do you trust others? Do you really feel that you deserve wealth? What is your ability to act? What's your ability to act in spite of fear, in spite of worry, in spite of inconvenience? What is your ability to act in spite of discomfort, or when you really don't feel like doing it, in spite of your mood? So your character, your thinking, your belief is what determines the level of your success. And what you have in your mind, what your beliefs are in your mind, more than anything else and more than everything else combined, will determine your financial future. So we're going to dive in a little bit deeper, but here's a few more questions that I want you guys to ponder. Okay. Number one, Do you need to forget about what you've learned about money in your whole life? Do you need to turn that around and Nell says no here. Nell says no. Can you let go of your mistakes? Let go of your mistakes. Can you eliminate the scarcity mindset? You can learn to be, can you learn to be confident? Don't compare. Can you stop comparing? Do you believe in success? Is success possible for you? Do you believe that? And can you set goals? And can you project gratitude? Gratitude on everything that comes into your life. And then finally, can you commit to what you want? Nell's my little affirmation person over here. And so I just think it's so important to start 2024 thinking, which of those things can you work on? What can you change? What can you tweak? And do you want to? And is it worth it? So what I'm going to say is one of the final things I want to share is about not feeling like you have to have the end result immediately. Okay, we need to realize and focus on that this is a process, start day by day by day. And so that's why it ties in so good with what Julie is saying. I've got all these people watching me. This is not easy, people. They're laughing, they're smiling, but they're leaving. Anyway,
They're laughing, they're smiling, but they're leaving.
yeah, they're leaving. They're outside now. Anyway, where was I? Where was I?
You were talking about how it takes time.
Process.
It takes time.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So my word, I don't know if you guys have focused on a word. I've been thinking about it the last couple days, a word for the year. And my word is going to be master. And what I mean by that is mastering really simple things that I have just not taken the time to learn or understand, but mastering the simple things that I need to do to help other people, to help our team move forward, to help my business move forward, which ultimately trickles down to you all, because this is a win-win type of business. This is a get-to kind of business. I ran into someone yesterday who she's in her early 20s, and she said, I have to thank you so much. I cannot tell you how much we love Juice Plus. My family loves Juice Plus. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will forever be indebted to you for sharing it with my mom. We love it so much. My friends are all interested in it now. I mean, this is a really get to help change lives. And the same is true with anything. Like the farmer doesn't plant the seed and run out the very next day and look for the results, right? They plant the seed, they water the seed, they do everything they can to nourish the seed and the soil to help that grow. But look what can grow from one simple seed. So I hope you guys all planted a lot of seeds during December when you were hopefully visiting family and friends. But it's a day by day process. And so I love T. Harv Eker said, just master the day. And that fits in perfectly with what Julie is leading us, the Miracle Morning. And I can tell you, it makes all the difference in the world. I got up early, I took a shower, I got ready, I went for a walk, I loved on some of my family here, and then I prepared for this call, and I just feel like $1 million. And when you feel like $1 million, it's easier to have the millionaire mindset. So let's not think about how far off our next goal is. Let's think about mastering the day, because that slow progress adds up to success. And I think that is the biggest thing that I'm going to remind you all, that everything is fixable, that you can change on a dime. But if you want to grow your business, you have to grow yourself. And if you want to help others, the very best thing you can do is grow yourself, so then we can turn around and teach and bring others along. So I would love, we have a few minutes left, if anybody has some thoughts about their consistency and what they want for the new year. But my word came to me this morning when I was going over all this, and he says, just master the day. And I'm like, that's it, master. So just having my quiet time, listening to a book on the Bible on, because I always listen to everything, listening to the Bible on audio, and just taking it one day at a time. Have I done something today, or have I continued to go through the day? It's easier to continue the upward momentum when you start the day out right. And I think that's what Julie's whole Miracle Morning is all about. So, Julie, you want to add something in there?
Well, I want to make sure everybody's getting their tickets to St. Louis Regional. That's what I was going to unmute about, but you got me thinking about other things too. But just real quick, before the call is over, I want to remind you all of our regional here in St. Louis on the 26th and 27th. Terry Luongo just put together a great promotional message on Voxer about the Friday night event. So you'll want to have your guests in the room. We're going to end it by featuring, she's going to be sharing her story throughout, and we're going to feature a story from our local community as well. So it's going to be really powerful. So just a reminder about that. But it just was so interesting, this podcast I was listening to this morning, and what you're talking about, Jeanette, and just how easily, we know everything, our health, our success, our relationships, it's all a result of our habits. So it's all about getting back to the simple things that we can do that can encourage us to maintain effective habits. So the people that are happiest are getting up earlier, being productive with their time. In this podcast I was listening to, he talked about just the amount of the confidence that you gain when you keep a promise with yourself. So when you tell yourself you're going to do something and you actually do it, you instantly feel confident. And he said the people that go home and turn on the TV and sit and drink beer, that's what he said. He goes, they're unhappy because they're sitting there not living up to the promises that they made to themselves, knowing that they're not being productive with your time. So it doesn't mean that you have to go be doing all the time, right? For me, it was saying yes to making soup with my daughter this morning. I really didn't want to do it, but that was a good use of my time. So I don't know. It's just about, it's mastering your day, or taking control of your time isn't meaning hustle. I don't want anyone to get that impression. It just means following through with those promises that you've made to yourself. And they really are just simple things that we could either do or not do. Anyway, it's easy to look. Most of the things are easy to do and easy not to do that are worth doing. So
I love that. I love that. And I remember taking a course somewhere else one time, and I asked the question on here, do you trust other people? But I feel like the better question is, do you trust yourself? Do you trust yourself to do what you know you should be doing? And Julie, you put a beautiful bow on that. It's not about hustle. It is about keeping the promises that you know inside. And then it elevates your self-worth. And when you don't keep your promises, it lowers your self-worth, because I do it every day. I have my own little meter, and I wish I didn't, but I do. And that is also one of his things, is to let go of your mistakes. So every day is a new day. Every hour is a new hour. Every minute's a new minute. You can change everything just in a moment. So
it's the fourth agreement. You do your best.
Do your best.
You're going to fail. You just do your best.
You do your best. I love it. Okay. Anyone else? Okay. I hope you're excited for this series. We're going to move through just chunks of the book, what I feel like is important, and feel free to get the book at any time. It's called The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker.
All right,
Okay.
guys, I got them both right
Oh, there it
here.
is. Thank you.
Look at you, Carrie B.
I jumped in. I'm doing both of them.
Woo!
I'm excited for the year.
And you start your shred on Monday.
I start my shred on Monday. And I just want to say that I had somebody reach out to me on social media, which does not happen to me very often. So I just want to encourage you to keep sharing your journey and keep encouraging and shine your light and be that one that when people are ready, they think of you. Because I can get really super in my head about like, oh my gosh, nobody is listening. Why am I even wasting my time? But you know what? People follow you because you are a light and they are encouraged. It just might not be their timing yet. So keep shining your light, keep sharing your journey, your health journey, your encouragement, your mindset, all the things that we've been talking about. You know, as well as talking to people that you're running into every day. But that was a win for me, you guys. And it was like on the last day of the year. So God is good. He showed me a little you know, glimpse of you're doing the right thing, keep doing it. So I just want to encourage you guys there.
Congratulations. I love that. No, it's amazing. So the final thing is we are not, we were done with the Empowered in 1 Hour as of December 1st, but it is starting up again. So more details for that to come. How do you get that momentum going and how do you become unstoppable is actually doing what we get paid to do, which is the Empowered in 1 Hour. Posting, reaching out to our customers, reaching out to our partners, reaching out to prospects, planting seeds, and that's what the Empowered in 1 Hour is. Oh, look at, I got a little Buster-Roo right there too. Okay, everyone, so happy new year. I am so looking forward to this year. And Julie, thank you for the, Julie is running the regional. So, and that is not an easy task. So hands, thumbs up, and just a huge gratitude for Julie Muse. She's such a great leader in our area for taking that on. And so let's just get our tickets, get an extra ticket. I know I bought a couple of extras. And we will have a drawing for those of you that bought your ticket at $75 before the end of the year. And so what I'd love for you to do is text your, or Voxer, your natural marketing director, so we can get the group of names together. And next Tuesday, we'll do that drawing for the free ticket. How does that sound? Okay, yay. Okay, well, Happy New Year, everyone. Thanks for being here. And we are looking forward to an exciting year and starting off on the right foot. So thank
Hey,
you.
Jeanette, would
Yes.
you post those questions that you asked in our Facebook
Yep.
group there?
And what
You
Facebook?
did, Jessica? Or somebody will? Okay.
What
Thanks.
Facebook?
I didn't copy them, but I would love a copy of them.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.